you for having us here today, everyone. As he mentioned, my name is Shalene. I'm the Director of Training here at Back at You. I have Heather, who is you guys' account rep, and my fellow trainer, Kristen, here with me today. Kristen and I will be doing your training sessions next week. So really excited to introduce you guys to our platform here. And we reference the platform, we call it the Social Media Center. So when I say that, I'm referring to what you see on my screen here. And today we're going to be doing just a quick intro. I want to show you guys what to expect of the platform itself. And then next week, we're really going to do a deep dive on how to utilize these features to the best of your ability and how it's going to be valuable to you in your everyday life. So I'm going to just kind of jump in, and I always like to start off with an intro of what even is your social media center here. So what are you getting? Well, your social media center is really going to be a centralized platform for you to manage your different social media accounts. And there are four, I'm actually gonna do that and move that lower. There are four social networks that you can connect our platform to. The first one is going to be a Facebook business page, second one going to be an Instagram business page, third one being a Twitter account, and fourth one being a LinkedIn account. Over the years that we've been doing this, we've really found that these are the four platforms that as an agent, you should have some sort of presence on. But managing that can be time consuming. You have to log into a bunch of different platforms. You have to create content on all of those platforms. So that's where Back at You can come in. And this is where we help you out and where your social media center becomes really valuable, because we create content for you and we post it out to all of the different social networks that you're connected to. If you have all four platforms, perfect, get those connected. You only utilize some of these, no worries. You can connect to as many as you want. You only utilize 2 or 3, no problem. We're still gonna get content out. But the beauty about all of this is that it's automated. We create content, we can help you automate your listing posts to promote your listings on social media. And you don't have to worry about what to post or when to post. It's all managed through your social media platform here. That's basically the overall essence of the platform itself. Now, I kind of want to talk about some of the main features that you're going to see in our deep dive sessions next week. And the first one, of course, is going to be your content calendar. The platform is super easy to utilize and very user-friendly. So you're going to navigate through the platform through this left navigation bar. And the first area I just want to take a look at is going to be your content calendar. As I mentioned, we create content for you. And I'm actually going to go to May so you can kind of see it laid out. We create content for you and schedule it out. And we create content 30 days in advance. So you can come in here and see your month's content laid out. And we create a variety of content. Just to give you a preview, at the top, we have a content legend, so you can see the different types of content that we post. We do listing posts, link-based posts, video posts, photo posts, message posts, all of that. You can see we do local data charts. Here is an image that's going to go out to Instagram. We give you landing pages, which we'll kind of talk about a little bit more in this landing pages tab. A variety of content. We create branded blog posts to you. We do videos. You can see here at the end, I'm just gonna go through. Our videos are going to be branded to you, because a big part about social media marketing, when you think about it, is helping you build your brand awareness. That's why you're on social media, not only to start conversations, get engagement, promote yourself as a real estate agent, but all of that encompasses helping you build that brand awareness. So all of our content helps you focus on that. Branded content in our videos, in our blog posts. So variety of content. We'll dive into the content a lot more next week. And what's really cool is, even though we're creating content for you and it's automated, you don't have to worry about creating content. You can preview all of your posts. You can edit, delete your posts. You can advertise. You can manage your content categories. So you really do have a lot of control over the scheduled content that we create for you. Additionally, you can create your own content here too. So if you want to click this black button, you can create your own content. And when I mean create your own content, you can create your own listing posts, because we connect to your listings. Oh, have it go back. There it goes. You can create those landing pages, and a landing page is basically a website where the whole point is to try to capture lead information. And you can create fully custom posts here. I love this option because this is very similar to as if you were creating a post on Facebook, but there are some benefits of utilizing the social media center. You can create a post once and you can schedule it out to go to multiple social media networks. So if you're connected to all 4 of the networks that you can connect your platform to, you only have to create a post once and you can schedule it to go out to all of those platforms. So really becomes that one-stop shop for you to manage your different social media networks. Additionally, you're working with a calendar, so you can create your content and schedule it for the future. If you know that you want to add pieces of content for June, July, August, you can create that, add it to your calendar, and then it's scheduled out for you. So really cool, and you have a lot of control, even though we are creating the content for you. Now, just working our way down this left navigation bar, showing you some additional features of the account. On top of the content, so when you think about the content, we create content that is, the whole point is to try to get people to engage, to start those conversations. But of course, we want you to be able to promote your listings too. So whenever you click on listings and you connect to your listing feed, we will automatically pull in your listings for you. And we create property websites. This is going to be a custom website specifically for your listings to try to capture lead information. I'm just waiting for it to load here. And all of this, the images, if you have a virtual tour and a 3D tour, those would be options here. This is really to showcase that listing. And anytime anyone clicks on this property website, they're going to see this notification because maybe they're not interested in this specific property, but that doesn't mean that they can't tell you they're interested in 3 bedrooms, 2 baths at this max price in these areas. So just an additional way for you to capture leads without them having to be interested in this specific property. But there's a lot of lead generation tools built into it. They can request showings, whether it's video chats or in person. We all know over the last year, the world has changed. A lot of it has moved to be in the virtual world. So we want to help you promote that virtual aspect, making sure that people are comfortable. If they want to request a private showing, maybe you're doing a virtual open house, you can do that all through your social media center here and capture leads along the way. So we create these custom websites for all of your listings. Additionally, you can see a lot of buttons here on what you can do with your own listings. You can schedule listing posts out. And I always recommend get a listing post out whenever the status of your listing changes. The way I like to view it is the more posts that you get out, the more opportunities you are creating for yourself for someone to start a conversation. And that's another big part of social media marketing, right? Getting those conversations started, getting people engaged. Because they don't have to be ready to buy or sell right now. Doesn't mean they're not going to in the future. You get that conversation started, you can nurture them as a lead. So really easy to schedule listing posts out, and we can automate some of those listing posts for you. We can automate whenever you have new listings. We can automate whenever you have price reductions. That way you don't have to come in here every single time you get a new listing and schedule a post out. It's really, really easy though to schedule a post out. If I click schedule listing post, this right slide out is going to appear. You can choose the different banner messaging. And just so you guys know too, all of the banners, the property websites, everything is going to be in your company colors. So you may see different colors in my account. Don't worry, yours are going to be branded to you and your company colors. But really easy to create listing posts to promote your listings. You can see as I'm changing this banner messaging, we add verbiage at the top. This is because we know how difficult it can be to figure out what you want to write on a post. So we try to help you out with your content as much as we can by giving you verbiage to post on your listing post. But of course, anything with a pencil means you can edit it because you have full customization capabilities for your posts here. Some of these other options, you can schedule open houses and promote them via your social media center. When you schedule an open house, it adds register capabilities on this property website. So just an additional way for you to capture lead information. You can create postcards. So we do have direct mail offered for your listings here. And what's also really cool, since we're talking about social media and we're posting to the different social media accounts, not only can you post to your news feeds, you can also create ads. And ads are just going to increase your visibility, increase your reach online, get people seeing your content, helping you build that brand awareness to specific target areas without having them have to follow your profiles. So benefits of running ads, you gain extra exposure for your content. And what's really cool is whenever you run an ad for one of your listings, we're going to create this property or this listing report for you, which is fantastic because it breaks down how well that ad performed on social media. I have an example of one pulled up so you can see here, fully branded to you, information about the listing, but you can send this directly to your seller to show them, hey, this is the type of exposure I'm getting on social media for your listing. Here's what that ad looked like. Here's some ad stats so you can see I'm reaching over 1,000 people. We're getting over 1,200 impressions for your listings, 196 different engagements. And on social media, an engagement can include a click, a like, a comment, or even a share. And it's going to give them a screenshot of that property website so you can show them, I'm creating custom websites to showcase your home with a ton of lead capture capabilities if anyone is interested, some website stats, and even a social media marketing checklist so they can see all that you're doing to promote their listing online. Social media is a big, big part of today's world, especially over the last year when so many things have moved online and being that virtual aspect. Social media, you have to have that as a part of your listing presentations, making sure your sellers understand that you're going to promote their listing on all avenues with all different types of marketing. So you can see that here. You can download these, print it out, include it in your listing presentations. So a lot of capabilities for your own listings. Additionally, you guys are going to be able to access company listings. And since I'm in my demo account, it may take a second to load here. So let's give it a second. There's a lot of information in this demo account, but you guys will be able to access company listings. So if you don't have any active listings right now, or maybe you're working with an agent and you're trying to get a buyer for their listing, if you're helping an agent host an open house for them, you'll be able to promote that on social media. And it will load here eventually. Just give it a second. And with company listings, you can filter for specific listings. If you have the exact MLS number, you can type that in, if it will go here. Oh, perfect. It's about to load.
Is that only going to be listings with from agents who have an active Back at You account, or is that going to be all of our company listings?
Great question. So it is going to be only for agents who have an active Back at You account, because we're not able to pull in listing information unless they have a social media center. So you'll be able to access listings from agents who have a Back at You account, and you can filter through here, search for a specific MLS ID number. You can see even when you're promoting company listings, we still create those property websites. And then there's going to be this actions button. So if you want to schedule a post out, if you're helping an agent promote their listing, trying to get a buyer, you can create posts for that listing. And then you can even schedule an open house and promote that on social media.
Okay, a follow-up question to that. So at the company level, we allow all of our agents to market any of our listings, and we're connected to all these MLSs. Will it not feed out even though we have the company account?
Heather, you might be able to answer that. I'm not sure if you guys have a direct listing feed or not, because I believe if we have that, then we would be able to pull in the company listings. But Heather, can you correct me if I'm wrong, if she's still on?
Yes, I'm on. So the listings tab in the main company account is going to populate with listings as each agent gets connected. So it's not a direct feed with the entire company. It's going to be based on the agents that have connected their listings in their respective social media centers.
Okay, Makes sense. Thanks for the clarification.
Thank you. Yeah, great question there. Perfect. So you guys can see lots of capabilities for your own listings, and you still have the ability to promote company listings. Additionally, we also give you guys landing pages. And as I mentioned, landing pages, the whole point of a landing page is to try to capture lead information. And we post these, we add this to your scheduled content. So when you look at your content in general, not everything has lead capture built into it, where people actually leave their contact information. It's meant to engage, entertain, get people to start conversations. But these landing pages, we want to include landing pages to give you that capability to capture that lead info. And we give you 3 types of landing pages here. We'll dive into it a little bit more next week, but the first one's going to be a home value landing page where they can get a quick online estimate of what their home is worth. Second one is going to be a contact form where if they have a real estate related question, looking to buy or sell, they can leave their contact information for you to follow up. And our newest landing page are these downloadable guides. And these are really cool because we include a seller guide here with some quick tips on how to sell your home efficiently. You can set one as a default. All of our landing pages are customizable. So for these downloadable guides, you can actually create custom landing pages and provide your own downloadable guide, PDF, whatever it is. You can create custom landing pages and add that in yourself. So really cool capabilities for the landing pages here. Otherwise, we set these as your default and post them for you a few times a month, included with your scheduled content. Navigating through the platform is really easy. You'll be able to manage all of your leads through here. We can, if you have a forwarding email address for your CRM, we can actually forward your leads into your CRM, or you can export your leads into a spreadsheet and upload it into your CRM. And you'll be able to track all of your analytics for each individual post that goes out. So you can really track, are you getting the amount of impressions that you want to get with your content? Are you reaching the amount of people you want to reach? Are you seeing the engagement that you want to see? You'll be able to get more detailed analytics whenever you advertise a post here. So you can really get a deeper level look at those analytics when you run ads. And on your home dashboard, even after the fact, when we launch this out to you, we provide you guys with plenty of resources to assist you along the way. So even though the platform is very, very user-friendly, we have a how-to with Back at You video series. These are great 1 minute, 2 minute long videos on how to utilize certain features of the account. We host webinars weekly. Even if you can't make these dates or times, I still highly recommend that you register for them because we send the recording out to everyone who registers for our live webinars. We do this on a weekly basis. Great opportunities for you to interact with us here on the training team and ask questions live. So really great webinars that we do. Additionally, you can always chat in with our support team. We'll give you guys our support team information during those sessions next week as well, because we have a full support team Monday through Friday. They're available to assist you guys with whatever you need, and you can chat with them directly through the platform itself. We also have a full help center with starter guides, how-tos, even information on the different social media networks themselves, because even though we're posting to these accounts, you may not know a lot of information about Facebook or Instagram. So we're also here to help educate you on the different social media platforms and not just how best to utilize our platform. We want to make sure that you are ultimately set up for success, and the account is really, really easy. The beauty about it is that it's automated, and anything that you can automate is just going to save you time and effort that you can put back into your business. And that's my quick little intro spiel, you guys. Any questions for me?
Yeah, just before we get into questions, I just want to go over cost and how to sign up.
Yep.
As Billy had referenced, anybody who has a current Core Listing Machine account, you will need to go in and register on the Sphere, and there obviously is going to be some setup associated with it, not the information isn't going to transfer from core listings. So you will have to go through the setup wizard, but it is super easy. And they'll be jumping into all that training next week to show you how. It is not live yet. This is just kind of an excitement overview video for next week. We do plan on being live on Monday, at which time you will see the Back at You page built out on the Sphere under the marketing tab. So that's where you guys will end up going to sign up. So again, go to the marketing tab on the Sphere. There will be a page there and a sign up button. Basically, it's going to be as simple as going in there, putting your MLS ID in, and going through the setup wizard. But we'll go over that more next week. We are also working on a quick access kind of drop-down menu on the Sphere for all of the different programs that we SSO into. For instance, Back at You, Thinkific, or our training portal. A couple other ones that I can't think of top of my head, but we'll have a quick access way so you guys don't have to go digging through the marketing tab and finding the page and stuff like that. We're trying to make it as easy on you as we can to sign into these different accounts. But for now, it'll be a page built out on the marketing tab, and just look for the Back at You page. As far as cost, the cost to our agents will be $35 per month. So you will just need to opt in on that Back at You page. And you can cancel at any time. So definitely a great program, and can help you, save time, get leads, and do some professional content on your social media pages. One of the reasons that we switched to Back at You was for Instagram. Core Listing had made the promise that they would connect to Instagram for a long time, and that's just a little reason we went to Back at You. But obviously, Instagram is huge these days, and something that a lot of our agents have requested for Core Listing to be able to do. So now we got Back at You, they can do it. But yeah, does anybody have any questions as far as signing up and price? All righty.
How many agents are currently scheduled to go onto Back at You from location?
I don't have a good number for you right now, and I did see your chat, so I understand why you're asking that as far as how many listings are going to be available to advertise. So I don't have a good number for you right now, but that is something that I'm going to get in touch with Heather, our account rep, who's on the call, and see if there's anything we can do about that, Tom. So I can definitely follow up with you about that.
That would be huge exposure for our listings, and better posts from any agent that's using Back at You if we were able to access that. And I just think with today's technology, this is not an insurmountable thing to take care of.
Yeah, and on that note, Tom, I know that, obviously we have agents throughout Florida and Colorado and Georgia, and I know you're in Southeast Florida. A lot of our agents in Southeast Florida have this, had Core Listing Machine, which I'm sure will be transferring over. So the area where you'd be looking to advertise anyway, there are a good amount of agents, just for your peace of mind. But again, I'll get back to you on some of that stuff, as far as count and stuff like that.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Perfect. And I don't have the chat box pulled up, so I'm not sure if there are additional questions in there. So I'm working with a different setup than normal today. No
worries. I did see a couple. One is, and I know it does, but if you could maybe explain a little bit more. It can integrate, like the leads coming into Back at You can integrate with a CRM like KV Core to go directly into that, right?
Yes. So as long as your CRM has a forwarding email address, and majority of CRMs do, if you reach out to your CRM, they can give you that forwarding email address if you're not sure. Then you can input that in your lead notifications when you set up your lead notifications. And anytime you get a lead, we can forward that lead directly into your CRM.
Yeah, Billy, I'm sure you've done this before, but if you go into the lead engine within KV Core and then lead Dropbox, there's the email in there that you would just need to put into your Back at You account.
Perfect.
So it's super easy to set that up. Let's see what else we have. Can this post directly to Instagram stories, or is it just to like regular posts?
Great question. So right now the API integration that we have with Instagram is just for the Instagram newsfeed. So we can't post to stories, but we can post to news feeds. which just so you guys know, and we'll kind of talk about a little bit more next week, we pull from, or our content that we create for Instagram is pulling from a completely separate content bank than the rest of our content, because the newsfeed only supports things such as videos and photos. So we do pull from a completely separate content bank to make sure all of our Instagram content is going to post correctly to that platform.
Let's see what else we got. And anybody can feel free to unmute if you have any specific questions at this time. I'm just going through some of the chat. Michelle had asked, can we delete an automatic post if we don't like the content?
Yes, of course. So we know you're not going to love every single piece of content. So we actually have a cool feature where you can swap out a few pieces of content per month. We do have a limit on how many swaps you can have per month. We have a four swap amount, so we never run out of content. We don't ever want to be posting the same types of content for you. So you can delete and swap out pieces of content. You have the 4 swaps per month, but you can delete as much content as you want. If you don't want us to post, we'll go over like the frequency of posts and all of that next week. But if you don't want all of the posts that we do, some agents don't, some agents do, totally up to you. You definitely have control to delete out your scheduled content.
I'm trying to think if I can throw any more questions at you that come to mind. And then Michelle had a follow-up to that. Can we post our own content as well, like if we want to schedule our own pics/videos?
Yep, yeah, definitely. So that's why we have this create content button, and we'll review this again next week, but you can create your own custom content here. So if you want to share links out, add images, add videos, you'll definitely have that capability to add to your calendar. So we want you to add your own content. So
another question, is there a way to search for posts by city or state? I'm guessing she's looking for like local content. I think that's probably what her question's around.
got it. So in your settings and in your content settings, so we do create some local content for you, and you input the areas that you want us to create your local content from. So we do local data charts. We also used to do local recommendations such as restaurants, events. We have had that turned off since we all know the last year, the world has changed, and we don't want to be promoting restaurants that might have shut down due to the pandemic, events that aren't happening. So we do have that turned off right now. We are working on redoing our algorithm for those local recommendations. So when we post those local recommendations, they are going to be accurate, but you can localize your content, and we create local data charts, housing charts, all of that. You can input these by cities, neighborhoods, zip codes here.
Awesome. Is there a way to run an ad in a different city or state? Like, can you change the targeting?
Yeah, of course. That's a great question. So I'm actually just going to take a look at this listing ad here. Where is the advertise button? Oh, my screen is not letting me pull up the little advert. There it goes. So when you run ads, you're going to be able to customize your targeting settings. And since we are official Facebook marketing partners, all of our ad targeting policies just adhere to Facebook's ad targeting, meaning you can only target by cities with a minimum of a 15-mile radius around that city. But you can target anywhere. So if I want to target Texas and I'm here in California, if I want to target Austin, Texas, I can input that here. So you can definitely target outside of your area. I mean, we've seen a big trend already with people relocating, especially out of California to different states. So if you live in an area where you know a lot of people from California, Idaho, or are relocating to, you can definitely target outside of your specific area. Good questions, you guys.
I don't know if you can speak to it, but any idea how these ads compare to, like, because KV Core does property boost, so it's
Okay.
similar idea. Do you know how they compare?
So I'm not familiar with Property Boost. Is that basically just kind of like a Facebook ad or?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
idea, kind of.
Okay, yeah. So our ads are specifically for Facebook, and that ties over to Instagram since Facebook owns Instagram. So they are just boosted ads. We're always working on enhancing our features. So we are working on enhancing our ad offerings. As of right now, it basically is just a Facebook ad boost that will boost itself on Facebook and similarly Instagram, since Facebook does own Instagram.
Alrighty. Is there any other questions that Shalene can address at this time? Again, we are going to do 3 trainings next week that'll dive much deeper into the system and get into the nitty-gritty. So definitely attend those next week. But yeah, any last call for questions for today? Alrighty, well, if that's it for today, thank you so much, Shalene. Thanks everybody for coming. Again, super excited to get this going next week. As we have more information, like I said, the page isn't built out on the marketing tab in the Sphere yet, but it will be shortly. We will have that all good to go for Monday. So look forward to seeing everybody Monday. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I can get in touch with Shalene or our account rep or anybody else over there back at you, and so we can have a successful launch and get you guys going with this.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for having me, you guys. Looking forward to our sessions next week.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.